My guests on the program are Shehu Muazu and Emmanuel Ano, the Director of Operations for the Rice Farmers Association of Nigeria and the association's Vice President for the South-South region. Why was Abuja chosen for the rice pyramids? How can you benefit from the rice revolution? Should we expect a reduction in the cost of rice? Is this program reaching actual farmers, or have middlemen and emergency farmers usurped this as well? Mr. Muazu, Mr. Ano, welcome to Dateline Abuja.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations are in order for RIFAN. Everyone is talking about the rice revolution. Let me start with you, Mr. Muazu. How did you mobilize all that rice to come into the nation's capital to build those pyramids, seeing as the nation's capital is not exactly home to a lot of rice farming? How was that done? And how do you address some of the criticism about that particular move? Saying the president should have probably gone to the parts of Nigeria where rice is grown, like Kebbi, to have this program, as opposed to dragging bags of rice costing so much in transportation and setup to the nation's capital.
Simple, madam. You see, the rice paddy we aggregated in Abuja is paddy loan repayment from our farmers all over Nigeria. You see, the essence is to make a statement. And making a statement means a lot to a nation. This is a nation that is praying, working hard for self-sufficiency in food. So when we aggregated that paddy in Abuja, is to make a statement to tell Mr. President, thank you. And I think nothing is too much for you to come and tell your father of the nation, thank you for what we have done to the Nigerian farmer. That is it.
So it was as a thank you to the president. That's why Abuja was picked.
Yes.
But what about the fact of the logistics of it all, you know?
It involves a lot of logistics, but we felt we can sacrifice all those things for us to say thank you to him and to make a statement to the Nigerian people that, look, Nigerian farmers, the small stakeholder farmers, can do it. And we have done it. So this is it for you to see.
What's the sustainability plan for these pyramids?
Now, the rice farmers are resilient. The rice farmers are dedicated. The rice farmers are committed in ensuring that they are patriotic Nigerians and they continue to feed Nigerians. And because government has provided an enabling environment, an environment created by the Central Bank of Nigeria Anchor Borrowers Program, could provide a microcredit for the smallholder farmers. The farmers are ready to continue to go to the farms to cultivate for Nigerians. I assure you, this will be increasing. Better days are ahead.
How do you sustain these pyramids?
Our system is so...
Is it just in the hands of the farmers? Is that what you're telling us? That the farmers that will have to keep farming to produce the rice on the part of RIFAN?
On the part of RIFAN as administration, we continue to do what we've been doing very well in terms of supervision, in terms of provision of extension services, in terms of provision of relating with the financial institution, ensuring that the microcredits are provided for the farmers to go to the farms.
Are you a rice farmer yourself?
Yeah.
So talk to us a bit about how this has impacted you as a business owner and the impact it's having, because you are the head of operations for the rice farmers all across the country. How has this particular program impacted rice farmers in the country?
You see, Kayla, it has transformed us from being mere subsistence rice farmers to commercial farmers. We now view farming, we talk of agribusiness, not farming. You see, agribusiness involves a lot of things. So many actors are involved. Some are even involved not knowing that they are involved in agriculture. You don't need to go into farm to till land and say you are in agriculture. No. Stay in your office using your digitalized service provision. You are an agribusiness actor. So what has happened, the transformation across the value chain is tremendous.
Everyone is expecting the price of rice to go down as a result of this. Can we expect that?
Yeah. Kela, we cannot be talking of Nigeria in isolation when we are talking of prices of food items. You see, Nigeria is now a global player. As the largest producer of rice in Africa and a populous nation, what happens across other countries affects us. You see, the COVID-19, one of the impacts of COVID-19 to the entire world is effect on food prices. Agricultural commodities are affected all over the globe. In fact, the food and agricultural release, recent release, shows that the prices of index, commodity index, has gone by almost 30% on year-in, year-out basis. So Nigeria should not be in isolation. However, we and the central bank are trying very hard together with the millers to see how the prices of this thing will go down. That is why this rice you are seeing in the pyramids is a program has been set out whereby central bank will give out the rice to the millers at a discounted rate. The millers will mill the rice and sell it out to the market at a discounted rate. I believe that will bring down the price to a level.
So as someone who, well, we're a rice-eating nation, really.
Yeah, yeah.
When should we expect the price to go down? Give me a timeline. You're in the business. How
No,
long should this take?
You see, I don't want to be specific. I'm a mathematician by training, but I so much believe by the time the rice is being evacuated from the trade fair complex to the mills, as soon as it is being processed, the effect will be felt by the Nigerian people.
Talk to me about some of the challenges that farmers face, especially when it comes to storage of rice, especially in the south. And of course, indeed, really, across the country. What are some of those challenges that they're facing?
Well, when you talk about challenges, challenges are quite enormous. And in our country, Nigeria of today, people would always say that challenges, we have to talk about the insecurity issues, we have to talk about the flood, we have to talk about the drought and other challenges. But I tell you, number one, our farmers are resilient, they're committed, they're dedicated. And this is the hallmark of success that we have among some other farmers. Talking about the issue of storage. Storage is when you want to keep your rice and then to sell it at a later date. But we don't even encourage our people that when you harvest, you go and store. Because storage is one of the things that causes this variation in prices that we're talking about. As you harvest, the rice should be taken to the millers so that you sell it to the miller will now process it and sell. Most of our farmers already have their own small mills. As they harvest, they mill their rice and they sell. But when you talk about storage again, storage can be done, but storage is not done for such a long time. Because in this program, the program is so, done in such a way that we have about 5 cropping seasons in a year. Of course, like you see, in the northern Nigeria, where the dry season is longer, they can afford to have 2 dry seasons. In the southern Nigeria, where the wet season is longer, they can afford to have 2 wet seasons. So at every time, like every 3 months or so, we're expecting harvest from our rice farms. So we have fresh rice that is coming out to be sold in the market. So if you say you want to go and store your rice for a very long time, you end up storing and you may not be able to have much impact in it. So indeed, our purpose, our target is to ensure that Nigerians eat fresh rice. Eat it in a way that it will impact positively in their health and also impact in their pockets.
Well, Mr. Muazu, Mr. Ano, that's all the time we have for Dateline Abuja today. But thank you very much for speaking with us on the program.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Kayla. You are great.